Hello, this is Dr. Johnson. I am one of the AP Stats teachers at Capel High School, and today's presentation is on using your Casio calculator to calculate a probability under a section of the normal distribution. So, here's what your Casio, if you have a TI-84, I can help you with that, but I first want you to refer to some of the instructions in the resources folder in my Schoology page. Your Casio calculator should look something like this. We are going to go to menu number 2. So I'm going to hit 2 down here for menu number 2. That's our stats menu. The normal distribution is a distribution, so I want to hit F5 right there. Now it gives me some distributions. I want to know something about the normal distribution, so I hit F1. Now, these are functions associated with the normal distribution. I want the normal cumulative density function because I want to find the area or probability over an interval, normal cumulative density. So I hit F2, presents this kind of menu. I don't want my data to come from a list. I want it to come from variables. So I hit F2, and now I'm ready to input my variables. Well, in my slides, I talked about what is the probability of getting a random z less than or equal to 1.18. So, oops, sorry, we'll back up out of that. The lower bound, if I want to find the probability less than 1.18, my lower bound, I'm going to put a very small number. So I'm going to put 0.99999. That's a very small number. Okay, so I want to start at the very left-hand edge of our border or end of the normal distribution. My upper bound is going to be 1.18. So I press 1.18. Now I see here the standard deviation is set for 1, and that's what I want for a standard normal distribution. The mean is set for 0, that's what I want. So I'm going to hit execute, and there I have it. So this tells me that the probability of getting a random z less than 1.18 is 0.88099 or 8.881. And the z-score corresponding to the upper bound is 1.18. So that's how you get it. You find the probability of getting a random z less than 1.18. Suppose that instead I wanted to find the probability of getting a z greater than 1.18. So then I'd just go up here and make my lower bound 1.18. And my upper bound would be some very large number right there. So I'm telling the calculator to tell me the area under the standard normal distribution between 1.18 and some very large number. So I'm going to hit execute, and it will tell me that the area above a particular z of 1.18 is 0.119 right there, and the z-score corresponding with the lower border is 1.18, like that. That confirms what we did already. So let's say now that I wanted to figure out what's the probability of getting a z less than some negative number. Okay, so let's say that I want to find the probability of getting a random z less than minus 0.063. So again, I'm going to put a very small number at the lower boundary. Okay, and my upper boundary is now going to be minus 0.63. Okay, that was the problem that I did on the slides. I wanted to find the probability of getting a random variable z less than minus 0.063 right there. And we are within the standard normal distribution, so I use standard deviation of 1, mean of 0. I'm going to hit execute. I hit execute again. We find out that that probability is 0.264. Okay, and the z-score corresponding with the upper boundary is minus 0.063. Now just suppose for giggles that you wanted to find the probability of getting the probability of getting a random z between minus 1 and positive 1, okay, in the standard normal distribution. We know from the 68, 95, 99.7 rule that the answer to this should be around 68%. We're looking for the area between -1 standard deviation from the mean and +1 standard deviation from the mean. So I'll hit execute, and I find that we are at 68.2 or 68.3%. That's your presentation for this evening. Thank you very much.